Hello, welcome to my blog post on this game I've been working on. It's a game that attempts to create the game of Mahjong in Java, and perhaps in the future train some artificial intelligence models so that you can play against highly skilled AIs. That's pretty much it, and perhaps deploy the app on to like the website. So yeah, let's get started. Actually, before I get started, let's I'm just going to provide a little bit of context for this game. So Mahjong is a popular game in China where it's like poker. You have your own hand and you want to try to make a combination, right? So in poker you have flush, you have three of a kind, and these combinations have different levels. So in Mahjong, you want to try to get these combination of cards, and some of them are very hard to get, but can be very rewarding. So that's pretty much it for the game. You have your own hand, and you just get one tile, or yeah, in this game I called it tiles. Not sure how to call it normally. You can call it card if you want, I guess. It's like a brick, but uh yeah, here I call it tiles. You get a tile into your hand. You always start with 13 with some exceptions. But usually you have 13 tiles in your hand. You get one and then you remove one. So you basically give up one of your tiles. And you maintain the 13 tiles in your hand to get like a combination. So now that we have that covered, let's run through the code which I wrote today. So I just started on this project. Um, Not much has been done. Let me actually show you what I did do. So here is what I ended up getting. Uh, as you can see, this is my hand. In the future, there will be three other AIs playing this game. So they will each have their hands, but you cannot see their hands, of course. And what I am able to accomplish today is you have your hand. If you hover over your hand, you can see that the tiles slightly move up so that the players know, oh, I'm selecting this tile. You can click to play the card or tile you don't want to. So if I don't want this one, I can click it and it'll just go away. And that's it. Usually that's it for this round. For now, you can click like many times, but in the future, that will not be possible. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the code and a little some code design principles. If you're watching this video, I am basically assuming that you know how to Java. If you don't and um are find my explanation a little bit confusing, please check out some of the links I linked in the description. Um, it will go over how you can set up a game like this. So in the main file, right? How to set up the J frame, which is basically the game frame, and then the game panel, which is again kind of the frame that the game is in, but also like spreads uh, your game assets and logic processing. Yeah. So this class is kind of like the core of the entire game, and it extends JPanel and implements runnable. Here are some variables: FPS, tile size. Again, this is just for the screen size, columns, width. All right, let's go to the more fun part right here. This constructor. So game is where all of the game is, stored, like the game logic. I have three attributes or three objects stored here, a list of tiles called tiles, a list of players called players, and a list of tiles called table. Let's first examine what a tile is. So in Mahjong, you have 3 different categories of tile. And then for each category, you have 9 different types ranging from number 1 to 9. And for each of those, you have 4 of them, the exact same. So right here, as you can see, for each class or a tile, I have a category and I have a number. So this category is one of 3: bamboo, character, or dot. Let me find the constructor right here. String categories: bamboo, character, or dot. Those are the 3 categories. And I can show you what the tile pictures look like. This is bamboo 1, bamboo 2, bamboo 3, bamboo 4, bamboo 5. And then you have the characters. This is 3 character or character 3. And then you have the dots. This is dots 3, dots 6, and dots 8. So let's go back to tiles. These are the main important attributes, right? For each tile, you have a category, you have a number, and then you have an image attached to this class. I'm not sure if this is the best way to implement this, but I'm just going to go with it for now. And if we run into any performance issue in the future, then I will try to improve it, but should be fine. In the constructor, you just take a category and a number, and it will automatically find the corresponding image in this path or in this folder called image. I will also link the assets, image assets in the link description before. So yeah, pretty easy stuff. Just a simple class. And then you have a list of players. For each player, very simple. Name and list of tiles, which is their hand. And then some support functions like this one, sort hand, right? As you can see in the application, the hand is sorted. Usually you want to sort your hand so that you can have a better view of what potential combinations you can have. The rules are very complex. I might record a video in the future to explain the rules, but for now, just know that you need to get some sort of combinations. And yeah, cool. Let's go back. Table is where the tiles are stored. So when I play a tile, the tile is stored to the list of tiles called table. So right here, as you can see, we have categories, and for each category and categories, 1 to 9, 0 to 4. This is for 1 to 9 for the number, and then 1 to 4 for repetition. So I need 4 of the same kind. New tile category and I. And the search, this dot tiles dot size is 108. You can do the math. It should be 108. This line might not be necessary now that I think about it, but whatever. Shuffle tiles, shuffles the tiles. Deals the card evenly. So each player has 13, and one of them, so right here, new random int between 0 and 3, one of the players will get 1 more tile. So it's 13 times 3 plus 14. This function does that. And then get next tile just gets the next tile. You can see that it basically takes the tiles variable and then removes the tile at 1. Just gonna add list of tiles just to make it clear. Okay. Yeah, that's the core game loop. or the core game logic, I would say. In the future, there will be a lot more stuff in this one. As I said, this game is not an easy. There's like a quite a bit of logic behind that I would need to implement. But yeah, let's go to the game panel. So here we create a new game. We set players equal to the player. In the game, we have uh, 3 AIs and 1 player. So this player refers to the only player in the game, you, basically. Shuffle tiles and deal. And here I have an array with the tiles I want to draw. So this tiles I want to draw for now is just the player's hand, which is these, right? This is the player's hand. We'll talk about the mouse listeners at the end, but they're very simple. And down here we have the drawing function. So you provide a tile, and then you provide a drawer, and it will basically take the tile, use the drawer, and draw the tile on the canvas. One thing I forgot to mention is that tile extends entity, which is another class I created that has these 4 attributes: the locations on the canvas and the size. This is useful, and I will talk about why in a few seconds. But here we can see we have this tile drawn, and yeah. The run function is straightforward, I would say. It's just a while loop that updates and repaints like every this amount of seconds. FPS right now is set to 60, I believe. So you can change the FPS actually. Yeah. And let's talk about these two. These mouse listeners basically allows the user to interact with the app, right? This one detects if a click happens, and this one detects if a motion happens. So here, what I wrote is if you hover over or if you move your mouse, it's going to check if your mouse is on a tile through this function. And if it is, you get the tile and you move it up or you move it down. Right? When you leave the tile, when you enter the tile, it moves up like 20 pixels. And when you exit the tile, it moves down like 20 pixels. Over here, when you detect a click, you go to player.plays this tile, and then game update this tile, and then you repaint. It's very straightforward. In the future, there will be a lot more code in this one, and especially this one, and also the player class, and most likely a lot more classes. But I think I covered all of the important things I did, and that's pretty much it for this video. So um, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.